The subject of climate change is a hot topic of debate, where some people simply wish to refute it, whilst others are simply convinced that the planet is almost on an unstoppable path toward destruction. We have done some of our own research to seek some clarification and confirmed evidence to support the belief that the climate certainly is changing, but none of us truly know what the consequences of this change will be. According to analysis by National Aeronautics and Space Administration, also known as NASA, which has looked at a 50-year period, since the year 1969, the top 100 metres of the world's oceans show an increase in temperature of 0.33 degrees Celsius. This might not sound like very much, but should this continue, the melting ice caps will carry on dissipating into the ocean, raising sea levels to unprecedented levels. Indeed, observations from 11 satellites monitoring the Greenland and Antarctic ice sheets recently revealed that those two regions are currently losing ice 6 times faster than they were in the 1990s. This will likely mean the reclamation by the world's oceans of thousands of square miles of what is currently land. Since the late 19th century, planet Earth's average surface temperature has risen about 1 degree Celsius, which has been caused in the main by increasing carbon dioxide emissions into the atmosphere and other human activity since the well-documented Industrial Revolution. That said, most of the warming actually occurred during the past 40 years, with 7 of the most recent years being the very warmest. The years 2016 and 2020 are currently tied in first place for the warmest of years, and since the year 1960, the temperature increase anomaly has almost been constantly on the increase. The number of recorded high temperature weather events are certainly on the rise, as indeed are those pertaining to colder periods. Whilst there have been many tragedies caused by the weather in the past 100 years alone, some of which have fortunately not been exceeded since, the sheer frequency of such events is most certainly on the increase. Hurricanes, tornadoes and tsunamis have all been a more regular occurrence over the past century, and combined with several other natural disasters such as landslides, floods, droughts and volcano eruptions, the frequency of natural disasters is on the up. Satellite observations once again have been paramount in the long-term understanding of snow cover in those areas of the world synonymous with such precipitation. Observations reveal that in the Northern Hemisphere, the volume of spring snow cover has reduced quite considerably over the past 5 decades. And in those areas where such snowfall is prevalent, the snow melts earlier in the year too. A subsidiary department linked to NASA, known as the National Snow and Ice Data Center, also has records showing that soil moisture levels across the United States of America are generally reducing annually. We have already mentioned the Industrial Revolution, and that period is pinpointed once again as the likely catalyst for an increase in acidity of the surface area of the world's oceans by 30% since that moment in time. Human activity has resulted in increased CO2 emissions, a vast proportion of which has been absorbed into the world's seas and oceans. Studies indicate that our amazing oceans and waterways are shown to have absorbed between 20 and 30% of total anthropogenic carbon dioxide emissions in recent decades, which are estimated at an astonishing 7 to 11 billion metric tons each year. Tragically, the resulting reduction in coral experienced as a result in certain locations has also been well documented. Here on the channel we have no desire to tell people what is or is not happening based merely on an opinion or hunch. We are all aware of several historically documented events, just like the Ice Age, where weather patterns clearly changed the pathway of the world's evolution. If we then look at one final statistic, again provided by NASA, this does appear to indicate firm conclusion towards the fact that the climate is changing. In their study undertaken between 1993 and 2019, Greenland alone was shown to lose 279 billion tonnes of ice each year, whilst Antarctica lost 148 billion tonnes each year during the same period. So, do let us know what you think in the comments below, and thank you so much